All right, we're back. Wait, wrong screen, wrong screen, wrong screen. Hey, howdy. Oh, we are in the middle of an ad break. Oh, I should have actually waited it out a couple seconds, but Something about toothpaste in a tube. Yeah, so there are 4 more quests left here out in the wild, but there are a couple missives left in the actual thingy, my quarters. That's the word I was looking for, my quarters.
Sid, do you have a moment?
For you? Always.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else.
The name on the
Records from
envelope?
Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point.
It was?
And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign
Wait,
captives.
Balmung Dark. That's where the
Bearers no one
slavery
knows.
happens, huh?
And even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to
left
be
the
liberated
bears.
by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid,
That's
I'd
important.
like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that
course.
you've forbidden curse breakers from traveling to Walud, I can't let those bearers die in their cells.
You have my
I'd rather
word.
risk
You
shipwreck
have
on
my
the Shadow
word.
Coast than leave them to starve.
We go together.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
Of
I'm
course.
making an exception, but we
But
travel
I'm coming
together,
with you.
and we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid.
Hang
There
on.
was a name in the prison register. A name from my past.
Uh-huh.
Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
Of course.
As do I, Doris.
If there aren't, we give them a peaceful end. I'm just mentally prepared that I'm gonna have to. Joshua, of course.
Clive.
Where there's a will,
Joshua,
there's
what's
a
wrong?
way. And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How? Where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm
I
ready to
can't
leave when you
remember,
are.
actually. How many quests can I take at a moment? I'm actually pretty sure I can take Byron. What you need? Three's company?
Clive, my boy.
How you
Rutherford
do?
informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times.
Damn it,
we
you and
live
Clive
in,
need to stop
huh?
saying the same thing.
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
Oh, yeah.
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I
Always.
was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control.
What do you need?
Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their
To be
way.
fair on some of
We
this,
must
it's
move
like I
quickly.
just... Clive and I
Mighty
sync up
stars.
to what the tooltip says.
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my
No, it just means
estimation,
Clive and I
there
are in
two key
fucking
areas to be
sync.
addressed before any other: the realm's armies and her larders.
Uh-huh.
As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there.
Of course.
Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some
Great, I
semblance of
find it
order,
hilarious.
yes,
I like syncing
but
up with the
such cases
protagonist.
are few and far between.
It's rare that
And
I
yet,
get to
the
actually
only
be
remedy for the
like,
chaos that
no,
faces
I know what
us
kind of
is
person
unity.
Clive is.
A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together,
She will fall apart, yep.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it.
You know what? Not the
Sadly,
worst
I doubt
idea.
I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion.
Uh-huh.
Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
Eugen is a
thought he was
hell of a
retired.
name.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That
That
he first
being?
speaks with you personally.
Of
Havel has always been a
course.
man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with
Outlaws.
an outlaw.
Yeah.
I extolled your
Him
many
and the
virtues
rest
as
of the
best
realm.
I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person.
Okay.
You don't mind, do you, my boy?
That's what it takes. And if that's
Of
what you
course not.
wish.
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Can do.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
God, there's just something about this game's general flow. Alright. You know what? Let's try to take another quest. Can I?
You alright?
Silver linings?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will
I
be
was
coming
curious
soon.
how
I
long
wanted to
she
make
was,
something for
or how
it.
far she was
I'm
along.
sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Now, the problem is that Eda's due any day now. And I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
You know what? I've
Is there
got
anything I
time.
can do to help?
If I can help, I can help.
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
One that
Not just
actually
any.
works.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo.
I
There's not
mean,
lucky in all the realm, or
I know
so we used to say back
exactly
home anyway.
one.
Thing is, they're hard to come by.
I have one.
Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I
Is
try and
is
track one
Ambrosia
down
not
myself,
a silver
only-
chocobo?
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or
I-
the bird whose arse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing
I
through
mean-
Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call.
Eh,
I'll let you know
maybe.
if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
And then there's like at least one quest available right here. We should just accept them so they're not on the map as much as possible. Yeah, a fine hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now. But there's still a lot you can learn about the hound of yours. Oh, wait, no. We've already read both of these. Making amends. Master Clive, I'm aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention. But should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves so that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion. I don't see why not.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
I also really, really, really love, I really, really love the, quest accept noise. It reminds me of some of the better ones from 14.
Lawsman Hippocrates.
Also, Lawsman is such a
received your
good
note.
title. I know I said it
yes.
before, but I love it.
I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
Of course.
You spoke of making amends with Dion. But I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when
Why?
Dion left to join the Dragoons. His studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I
Haven't had much of an
have
opportunity.
yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as
That's
you say,
another thing I like
that
about
was
Dion
Ultima's
is
doing.
like
Surely you can't blame
he
yourself.
was used
When
for
I first
just
met him,
disgusting
it was not guilt,
things. But
But
like
his people's
it was not him.
expectations that weighed
It was
heavily
not
upon
him that was so
And I did nothing to ease that
bloodthirsty.
burden.
He was literally
He bore it
brainwashed.
alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail.
Why is that?
Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
I can see that.
Can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust.
Uh-huh.
The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a
I
waterfall
see what you're getting
in
at.
Rickmal's roost across the strait.
I
where the
see where
flowers
you're getting
once
at.
grew in
Yup.
abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Always am. Alright. Let's see. Is there anywhere where my objectives line up? Not a single place. Tail to Tell, Wyvern Tails in the Angry Gap, and then due north. Alright. Yeah, going from Isla to the Angry Gap is gonna be the best way. This is gonna be a weird path to travel, but I can do it. the way, since it's getting later, I hope everyone's night's been going well. As far as things go, like, I had a weird start to the day, but otherwise, like, fucking perfect. And, like, stream's been going well. I've been having a shitload of fun doing it.
The wind.
Is that... Who's following me? Joshua, okay. I've just been, like, vibing for the past 6 hours. And, like, it's just been nothing short of, like, a hell of a night, you know? Find my mind wandering off. I'm sorry to hear.
Have care.
Yep.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Wandering to that game you downloaded with PS Plus earlier today. You've yet to try. Which one? Oh, and you know what? Back to what we were saying earlier. I can think of one other game that I'm like, yeah, actually, I need to get that as soon as possible. And it's Helldivers 2. Because, like, Helldivers is great, but, like, I kind of missed its heyday. Like, I love Helldivers, but, like, games like that, like, when you miss their heyday, it's just, fuck, you know? Helldivers 2, yeah. And whoop. Rup. I've always liked the also let you boot to PS4 to find the game's name for you. Hell yeah. Ooh, shit. Enemies have been hitting way harder for a second. I should be way more careful. And careful I shall be! Yeah, since Helldivers 2, I believe, has crossplay, but also is gonna be on, is gonna be available on PC and PS5. I could not be more excited for Helldivers 2. It was interesting to actually see real-ass advertisements for it when I was, like, going to a full-on GameStop. These are beautiful flowers.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
And from there, well, let's make sure. I was gonna say, let's make sure Clive doesn't have like a second sentence. I know that's been a thing the whole playthrough.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
Yep. I was gonna say, please don't tell me that this is... Nope. Dun 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 dun. Pop pop pop. Pop pop. Malicious Fallen. I think I've heard that name, but I can't quite place where. Is this a hunt? Nope, that's just a lich. I can worry about a lich. Pop, pop. And your brain almost remember as mortal failure. Oh. Combat's probably why the invisible walls are there as Tekken corners. then they should only be available in combat. I have seen games do that. But like, there are multiple parts of the game where I'm like, no, I would have loved to have been able to just jump there. I feel like I wasted time early on by like walking, quote unquote, the long way around, even though it's the only route, you know? Some death scan? Oh, fuck. Damn it. Damn it. Fuck, you are fucking mobile, bud. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get a taste of it. Yep, and they'll probably whip around now. No, we're hyper-focused on this guy, despite there being two hostiles? There we are. Up, up, up. Dun 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 dun. Tut 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 tut. And boom. God, that's sick as hell. Just the for lack of a better term, sheathing of the Arm of Darkness is like, god damn. Empty shard, goblin coin. You were just peeking at what you had access to and you found that game and the gameplay video and store page caught your attention? Ah, more than fair. This is like a legitimate question, more of a curiosity if anyone knows or can Google it. Does anyone know if on PS4, FF14 requires you to have PlayStation Plus, or is it just the subscription?
No manning the gates, no. It's a different
Shit looks
story
smooth as
inside
butter,
there.
hell yeah.
The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope
Don't
just
give
yet,
up hope.
But let's move quickly.
Never give up.
Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Last you played it didn't, but you can't vouch for now. I mean, I doubt that it's changed unless Sony themselves changed something.
Bad enough to turn a bearer.
Whoop. Final Fantasy 14 does not require PS Plus to play online from Square's website itself. That's good. That was one of the worries, because like that's also one of the worries I have with its trip to Xbox. Is that like I'm a little worried that they might ask you to have gold, because Microsoft are pretty good about exclusivity not being a problem anymore, but you know. Megacorp gonna Megacorp. Balmung Dart, Writ of Designation. The Kingdom of Elude hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursuit of aforementioned purpose. Express permissions required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
They ensured the one good exclusive comes out. Only one good exclusive comes out each decade. Even that, and they're never exclusives. Like even their worst games that are quote unquote Microsoft exclusives, like Redfall. Like Redfall's also on PC. Same with Deathloop. Only a couple games are still left on the prison of the original Xbox. Or not the original Xbox, but the 360. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Xbox One that I have to like differentiate the different Xboxes. And I just kind of blanked out the 360 from my mind, despite being like debatably one of the best consoles ever made. I forgot Deathloop was console exclusive. It's not. It's on PC and Xbox. Like, it's not an exclusive at all. Actually, no, it's not an exclusive anywhere. Because I remember one of the issues was that it was going to be a PlayStation exclusive, and I actually think they kept that. Fuck, I'm stupid. No, it's a PlayStation exclusive published by Xbox, because they owned Bethesda by then, which I think is extremely funny. Memorandum of Kuza Beast Feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bears assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed as to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding this way, suggesting that live bears may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bears no longer have use for training purposes, can now be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bears to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
And inspect. Recommendation concerning Kuza Beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of looter lives.
Minimal
How
loss
goes
of
the marathon?
lives. And what
Infinite?
happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
I feel like my brain is going to be turned into a crypto server.
Upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
But other than that, I'm fine. Dut. 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 Bitcoin brain, yeah. I mean, I'm making references to Marathon, kind of. You're what into a crypto server? My brain? Good thing the combat feels good, and that the story's good. I'm just doing cleanup, and the game just dumped a lot of cleanup on me at the very tail end. Damn it. Tut. 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 Ow, ow. Ow, ow. Oh, the PS5. What do you mean? Also important to know on Deathloop is that it's fucking excellent and no one played it.
I needed that.
Truly an MSIM because no one played it.
No lock downstairs.
You laugh, but I say that
But I did
sadly.
find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more
Got
sinister
past
was
first
happening
loop
here.
and saw how much work
I
was
know.
left and pieced out. It's
been
actually
reading
not
some
as
of these
much work as you
documents.
think.
It can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in
Because,
service
like,
of their
I
masters,
think a
but
lot of people look at it, think, oh, so
is
every
so
day is
much
going to be the
worse.
exact same, and it's
pitting
like,
bearers against a wild
no.
beast armed with nothing but their wits. And all in order to bring about more death.
And I like a good old game to be about
just those who
setting
could
up a
fight,
stack of
but
dominoes and
the
then
elderly,
flicking them at the end.
children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I know that, but I'm not an optimizer, you know? No speedrunner or score chaser. And you don't
Then we're
have
too
to be.
And I was a fool to bring you here.
Loop is like a weird, fucked up misnomer, and I don't know a better word for it.
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this
Because,
floor.
like, every day, every time you find something
Perhaps
new,
it
it
will
is
fit one of the doors
radically
downstairs.
different, you know?
There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Oh, hell yeah, my microphone doesn't pick up the Zippo. Considering the way I beat the game, at some point you have to repeat a good bit of content. ADHD brain hates that. My ADHD fucking loves it. The way how we classify disorders so that we can have so that we can both have the same thing and we both go, yeah, we do not share certain symptoms. No, what I would have loved with Deathloop is if people stuck with it. Cause, oh boy, it not really having a multiplayer scene anymore actually makes, like, a good 20% of it, need to be taken over by an AI. And it's not the same, and you can tell. I have the novelty-seeking part, whereas most people I've known... I find repetition in the routine. Or I find novelty in the routine because I like how smart the actual routine is designed. Oh no.
Survivor. And she sounds close.
She sounds close, yes, but so I acknowledge it's good and well executed, but like the early game mechanics aren't very interesting. That's just MSims in general. MSims are about finding and
Who are you?
just dismantling that
There's no need to be
sandbox.
afraid.
Which,
You alone?
my brain, that is
there any
candy.
other survivors?
That is candy.
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd
And
rather
so I'm
we
sure
didn't
you'll
linger.
actually tackle it someday.
You
You
ready?
should.
Ready when you are.
Payoff's worth it.
You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
It ends weird, but like good weird.
Teatric sent you.
What?
He fought the monster.
Although I will say those initial keybinds
Expected it, so I
suck.
ran away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
There's some weird audio stuff with the voices that our king keeps doing. Genuinely, what do you mean?
Monster's back.
A tinny quality?
Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
I don't recall
All right.
one, but I'll
You
take
put
you at
that
your word on that
bear-eating
one.
bastard in the ground.
Because, like, I just straight up don't remember one.
It's out there waiting for me.
Ooh.
I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Hang on. Oh, there we are. Hey there, big man. I was kinda wondering what a Yakuza was. It's Yakuza. Don't hit me.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Yakuza looks like you want to make armor out of it. Yeah. Monhan brain go brrr upon seeing something this big. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. This ability looks way cooler when you do it on a pack of enemies. There we are. Where's me fucking Palico? Motherfucker, why do you want a Palico? Torgal is right here. Oh, shit. Meant to jump last minute. Failed. Dut. There you go. Dut. Whew. Howdy, Garfield Damon. Aight. And boom. Bump. Damn it. Why are we transitioning to this camera angle? Fuck. Like, I still don't feel like I'm fighting the camera, but like, ugh. There we are. There we are. We can use Dancing Steel. And tickle your nose. Just enough. Torgo is Clive's partner. You need me if I'm gonna hunt one of these things to make us out of armor. I don't know how to say this nicely. You're not hunting one of these things on your own. Not unless you're literally Mythos. You're a little surprised there's not a Clive armor set DLC for Rise. That would imply that Square Enix and Capcom want to work together again on Monster Hunter.
Sid, are you hurt?
Because,
I'm fine.
much as I love the Rathalos fight idea in FF14, not huge on the stuff they added to World. His breast be breast. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
There's a behemoth fight in World at least. Yeah, nah, it's World.
I gave it to Chadwick
It's
before
certainly
we went our
World.
separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Well, those
Come
filthy
on.
casuals who came in at World and
We have to
finally
get
liked
back to the
Monster Hunter.
highway.
Okay,
want to sacrifice
so
your
my
main
first
lane.
Monster Hunter I actually got into was 4, but only the demo of 4. And I got a taste for like
I'll
the
see that she's
precision
looked after
and had a
from
lot
now
of
on.
fun with that.
It's the least I can do.
And oh boy, World can really fuck up that precision when you're trying to go for it. I am not a fan of World. I have big problems with all the fucking greebling on the map. Like a lot. I have whiffed straight up attacks because of a slight incline.
From what I hear,
Which
you
it's like,
barely left the girl's
nah,
side
nah,
in
I'd
days.
rather play Rise. If I'm gonna play a modern
she's
one, I'd rather
recovering
play
from her
Rise.
ordeal.
Where the ground
She
is
is.
flat.
Slowly but surely.
I also prefer the hyper
She's far
games
tougher
of
than
Monster
she
Hunter.
looks. I thank the flames we found her.
You do prefer Rise over
we
World?
hadn't-
As you
I
should.
know. But we did. I'm sorry we
So
weren't
how much-
able to save Chadwick.
Oh,
There's
4
no need to
Rise has more
apologize.
features, that too. And weapons look
Without your
different
help,
at
I
all.
would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie.
I liked World more than Rise. I can't stand World.
The man I
It's
thought
also
of as
too
a
damn
brother.
big.
I wish I
Fuck
could have
that
met
file
him.
size.
I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things: kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the
Rise has
highest bidder when the time
feature
came,
bloat.
but no bid was ever high
No.
enough to convince her to part
Nah.
with us. For years, we were her daggers in
Not
the
for
shadows,
me.
but we could never quite shake our doubts about the things
I
she
can't
made us
do World. It's like, it's a worse
then,
Monster Hunter
one
than the
day,
other ones I could be playing
just
right
couldn't do
now,
them
to me.
anymore.
I
So
can
we
whiff
escaped.
attacks by standing on the wrong
Staying
patch
together
of
was out of the
ground
question.
because of a
They would have
fucking
found us too
pebble.
easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong.
Hey, don't you fucking
It
badmouth
scared
Dungo
me
to
think
me.
He might have taken another master.
Fuck that. No.
Become
I
a
ain't hearing a
dagger in
bad word
someone
about it.
else's
I will
hand.
time you out.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool.
Our hunters subsist entirely on desserts?
Lady Marie is proof
Good.
of that.
They should.
Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the curse breakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick. And
I
for
can't
all of
stand a
us.
game that is almost 100
Thank you,
gigabytes, gives me less
We'll be counting
content
on
than
you.
other games in the franchise, feels worse, and runs like shit on PC. Like, can't stand it. Like, Monster Hunter Rise looks beautiful, but you can tell it's made by a division of Capcom that has literally only made handheld games. Because the instant they were given a console, they fucked it up. Oh, crossplay is a must. Like whoever the Gold Dragon event was in World. Yeah, that was cool. Like, let me put it this way. World is allowed to do cool things. That does not mean I have to like World very much. Cool of Taroth? Yeah. No, World just, it gets on my nerves. I also hate that every single weapon looks the same in its own category. If your weapon is made of bone, it doesn't matter if it's like
I found the flowers you were
tier
looking for.
1 or tier 5, doesn't matter if it's Anjanath, Rathalos,
I think I did.
Kuluyaku, doesn't matter. And like, ugh. Wild Wyvern Tail. Like, I don't feel like I'm progressing because I look the exact fucking same. You know? Rise is great, but it's kind of boring in single player. I disagree that that's a Rise-specific problem, because that's a Monster Hunter problem. These are not meant for single player. I'm a freak! But, you know. Yeah, I only play, like, up to, like, 4 hunts per night if I'm alone. Wild Wyvern Tail. Record suggests that the Wyvern Tail was first cultivated for the purpose of distilling a purple dye from its petals. However, when the tended blooms are discovered to lose their hue over time, the gardeners of early Valisthea made the fateful decision to investigate the practical properties of the roots instead. I would love to do Rise multiplayer.
Did indeed.
I'd have to
Dear
re-download.
boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
I mean, I
No
can't.
trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
I'm game if you do. How about we wait for tomorrow at least before we start adding more to the pile of games we could play? Infinite pile works? No, I already have too many piles. I can't add another one.
Your Highness,
I will explode.
would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No.
I thought he just said no.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates.
Mm-hmm.
No. I dare not show my face before him.
It's his idea.
Not after everything I have done.
World was your Monster Hunter. It just fit for you.
I have taken
That's fair.
countless innocent lives.
Is it weird to say I also hate how many
ruined countless
cutscenes
more.
World has?
All because I was weak.
I do like its handler, though. I think she's cute.
I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the
I
attempt.
hate that The
were I
fact
to
that,
meet with
if I
him again,
recall correctly, they're unskippable.
and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that
See
my
how so
resolve
much
might
that people
falter.
hated on her.
Then that is all the more reason to do it.
So, the
Test
reason
your
a lot of
resolve.
people hate on her is
Prove to
actually
yourself
something I am
and to him
immune to for one
how strong it
specific
truly is.
reason. They bitch about her voice. They bitch about her voice.
You are right. I must, at the very
I
least,
don't
offer him my
play the
gratitude.
language setting that uses that
Very well,
voice.
then.
And I never
Me
have.
to him.
Follow me.
Also, you tried all of them. I primarily use the fake Monster Hunter language, and only the fake Monster Hunter language. If you see me playing any other language, I have forgotten to change it. Because I would rather read subtitles than... Because, like, okay, can I actually explain this? When I'm playing Monster Hunter, I do not want what is very clearly English being spoken to me because I am focusing on what the person is trying to tell me in the middle of a fight. And that is a problem for me because I will get distracted, I will get fucking tail whipped, I will whiff attacks because I am listening to what I am being told. But also, yeah, her sentences end up being like 2 or 3 words because of that. Big Monhun language is great. It is.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him.
Can you change it in Rise? Yeah.
What must he think of
She's
me?
getting into danger and giving you a headache every few story missions.
You'd be surprised.
That doesn't bother me. I hate the idea of a handler being like a bystander, essentially. Like at the very least, she'll go on a mission. Also, World doesn't have the
Hippocrates.
Sonic level in it.
Pray. Accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined.
Muted
from within
voice
the
acting in
gilded
Borderlands
confines
in
of the
Code
palace.
Vein. I uninstalled Borderlands 3 before I could let the
And
voice
I
acting
shall be
get to
forever
me.
grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become.
That's
Now,
so cute.
There is something I would like
So
to show
cute.
you.
Borderlands, it got to you instantly. Borderlands is a game I do not play with only its own audio.
Is that a wyvern tail?
What do you mean content
The color
cuts?
is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their
Code Vein, I
hot-ash
didn't mute the
cousins,
voice
but
acting
once
because
they
I set
bloom,
the voices to
difference is
Japanese.
immediately apparent.
Certain levels are
In this
severely
flower,
abridged, most
I
notably
see
the monastery.
you,
Now that you
Your
say it.
Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it. Just as yours do not define you.
Oh fuck, I fixed my lighter.
I want you to have it,
I've been stimming with it in
It might
cutscenes while I
remind you.
watch.
of this truth.
Master Hippocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm. For only then shall I be deserving of it.
Never mind, it's not fixed. Oh, wait. I think the flint on the... Or I think the striker on this is fucked, not the flint.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Didn't go the way you hoped, but he is a better man than the one you knew, so...
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him.
Release legendary pool was super small. Ah.
For reuniting me with memories
That's
I had
fair.
thought long lost.
Yeah, hey, right, reread that line you just sent me. That's the reason that I don't like Borderlands very much. That sort of item quest lore thing name fucking gets to me. Something fucking fierce. You know?
Thank you, Clive.
Never saw it as anything but juvenile, to be
Were
fair.
it not for you,
It's a level of juvenile
fear
that,
I
like...
might never have found the right moment to speak with you.
And with that, you take your leave?
Not to mention
Take
the
care,
wives and tales.
Dunu. Take care, stay safe.
I shall plant their seeds.
It's a level of
disappoint His Highness
consistent juvenile that
upon
gets to
his
me.
return.
I hope the soul in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why? These flowers bloom
Good
in the
famous in a
bleak
group
black
specific games
wastes
where you
of
can't
Waloed.
stand the English voice acting to
shall
the point
Nigel's
of
yard
ruining you
and slip
taking it
into a
seriously. Yeah, I didn't play it with the English at all.
When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient.
We've all got our lines. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill.
Why are you
He
handing it
said
to me?
That an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All
Hey, you
those
turned off that
words just
supposedly
waiting
amazing
to pour
sniper
out
game
onto the
because of?
page.
Which one?
So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Maybe.
Well,
We'll see. The Ghost Warrior
When
one,
that
you
day
think it was called?
comes,
Sniper Ghost Warrior is
I'll
a
certainly have a lot
series
to
that,
write
like,
about.
I've been told that the
Thank you,
contracts
Hypothesis.
games are pretty good, but,
I
like,
shall have pride of place in my chamber.
I don't know. I've been told that Contracts is good, or at least one of them. Stolas Quill, Lorisman Harpocrates' best loved writing implement, whose nib has scribed many a treasure, many a learned tome. 'Tis said the owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. Is one of the Contracts games? Yeah, I have literally never actually touched them. I think I own one of them. I played the other Sniper Ghost Warrior games, and they just ended up being, like, a bit more open-ended COD, which isn't a problem, but, like, I could just be playing Call of Duty or Sniper Elite, if that makes sense. Like, I kind of shrugged that they were just kind of boring. But I don't regret the time I spent because sometimes I need to, like, just chew on gruel. I feel a need to just dip my head in garbage. The Masterless Marauder. Give me a second. The Masterless Marauder, Kuza Beast, the Wailing Banshee, the Wailing Banshee in Garnick and Waloed. The Grim Reaper in Cape Osire in Sombrac. In Cape Orsair. QUE. I'm writing these down for the record to those that don't know how I do this. Knight of the Splendent Heart. Of the Splendent Heart at the Penitent's Gate. In Sombrec. Sorry, I like writing these down physically because the game actually doesn't let you pin these anywhere. So we're not gonna go after the Masterless Marauder, but Waloed is a place to go. Sombrec has more threats at the moment, though. Yeah, what about contracts got to you? Just out of curiosity. Whoop.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Also, going kind of back to the well on this.
Can't find a better price than that.
Monhan Rise is one of the handful of reasons I actually want to get a Steam Deck. Because I know that if I know that that's actually something I would use it for. To just play Monster Hunter Rise in bed.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind,
Handler
you know.
based. Looks like it was number 2. I'm just curious. Handler based, fuck y'all. Literally one person in this conversation disliked the handler. Mouscular Chef.
Is that all?
Okay, let me put it this way. I like Mouscular Chef. I don't care about the, I don't care about the feasts very much. So, where's Penitent's Gate? Where's Cape O'Sare then? Here, Northern Rivergate, Lawbert's Pass, Lost Wing, Weeping, Gotland's Bales, Old Road, Advent, Dragonary, Gregor's Weep, The Croc, Glauas, Mornbroom. Where the hell is Cape O'Sare? Where the hell is Penitent's Gate? Oh, Penitent's Gate's here. Oh, and Cape O'Sare's all the way over there. Okay, so we go to Northreach, take a sharp exit out the city and to our left. So like vaguely that way. Am I going the right way? No. Have to go through the city.
And how might I help the garrison today?
How you doing, Sue, by the way? I saw you were streaming. Hope you had fun.
Those things didn't fight like men.
All right. There we go.
Yeah.
There's just something about... There's just something about riding these fields on Chocobo back that's just kind of zen for me. Okay, so we're gonna be seeing the Grim Reaper soon? A sentence I never expected to actually say. But. That. Nakashik Avis, not my fight. Not my fight. Not if I can help it. What? Capo Ser. Sorry, you just laughed out loud picturing it. Hang? I'm very confused, chat. Where the hell could it possibly be? 'Cause it says Capo Ser. We're gonna be fighting the Grim Reaper soon. That's fair. I remember back in the good old days of The Sims where there was allegedly a bug. It was allegedly a bug, but it could happen. Where you could woohoo with the Grim Reaper. Is that the Grim Reaper? Have at ya! Prince of Death, yup, you're him. You see this? I really did this. You almost did it. Oh god, good. What was stopping you? Was woohoo banned? You're running a Death House game show kind of thing while your Sims went full autonomy. One of them got the Grim Reaper's number and kept flirty texting back and forth. Ultimately never committed to the bit and the Reaper lost interest. Damn. Alright. Alright. There you go. Stay put, fucker. Oh, that did jack and shit. Alright. Prince of Death parried and taken down. There we go. Holy shit. Funny part, he's got Reaper's number. Well said, Reaper was taking his best friend's soul away. Never stop hustling, never stop grinding, never stops, never stopping. Never stop hustling. Hustle, loyalty, respect, chat. Da 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 dun da dun 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 da dun da 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 dun da da dun 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 da dun. All right, Soul Harvest. Okay. Oh baby, oh baby, Oopachki. All right, there we go, there we go. Ray Zansetskin? Yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da. There we go. Come on. Woo! Hustle, loyalty, respect. I've thought about, like...
I'm getting tired of these things.
And that's the Grim Reaper taken care of. Now we'll do the Night of the Resplendent Heart, which is about this way. Honestly, I'm just doing hunts so that I can break up doing like a shitload of side quests. Cause like, I know periods of just people talking in rooms is just poison. You know what I mean? Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Sue, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Let me get you something a little special. Guess he made a fucking what? Hey chat, watch this. You want to get where you need to go in a hurry? Mantle points, baby, mantle points. This is slightly faster than, oh, we killed the dog. You found magic, hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, sorry, I heard Jess, or I read Jess, and my brain went Jesse, and it's like, I thought Jesse Pinkman. Weird rocks. Full of magic, so true. But you made a wood golem. Why'd you make a wood golem? Let me guess, it's the motherfucker up there that might drop down? No, it's way lamer than that, actually.
Thanks, girl.
2 arms, then. You only knew how to make a wood golem? Fuck you mean you only knew how to make a wood golem?
You're the outlaw. The one who drove his highness to madness. On your knees.
He hasn't heard.
Okay. I'll take being allowed to kill him, though. That... there we go. Found a rock full of magic. Am I not supposed to make magic? You're supposed to use the magic rock to give it more rock friends. All right. Oh, we had the same idea. We had the same fucking idea? All right. All right. And Zandetska. Phantom March, gotcha. Precision dodge 2, baby. Precision dodge 3, baby. Deadly takedown. Breakdown. Wahoo! All right. Tut tut. Pop pop. Okay, Phantom Arch is a little bit of a fucked up evil magic. DT? Cast lightning rod. There we go. And done. That is the Knight of the Splendent Heart eliminated. All you had was some meteorite on you.
Damn it.
Bitch.
Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? No, come here, boy. Who's your good boy? I just love his voice. It's horrible. Sometimes I just think that to myself. It's just, it's horrible. Just a perfect, the French moment.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Eh? Fuck you mean? It's a waypoint. Okay, so we have shit to do with Lude, yes? No. But where's Garnick? Where the hell is Garnick? Yo! Hey! There I am! I'm right here. I've been in the game the entire time. I've bought land, you see. Alright, Garnick's there. Yeah, we'll take out the Wailing Banshee. Shouldn't be too tough. Should be right there, actually. I'm like ready to take off on Chocobo back. I see this motherfucker right here. Behemoth King. S rank. Okay. Can do.
Another of the Royalist guard dogs. Specimen of these two.
Precision dodge. Oh, fuck. Opachki. Alright. Did that motherfucker just pounce? Tut. Come on, step it up. Fuck, he did. He literally stepped it up. All right, grab you by the horn. Oh, come on. You're gonna make me beg. Maelstrom, doesn't gotta be. Damn it. Oh, shit, no. Alright. Dot. Okay. Now we make it work. We make it work. Fuck. Fuck. Nope, nope, nope. Shit. Whew. Sandatskin. Oh, shit. Hitting lightning rod was actually the best possible option. I'll take it. Oh. There we go. There we go, there we go. DT? There we go. There we are. Shit. Oh, baby. Get rocked. Shit. There we go, 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 baby! Beautiful. And Judgment Cut. Up, up, up. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, hang on. So first off, slurp. 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 Third off. Da-da. Dun, dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, dun, da, da, da. Yeah, baby! Oh, beautiful! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! There we are, there we are. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. This is somehow it feels to chew 5 GOM levels of posting. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. And just like that. Now that you're conscious to see it. Okay. So this is one of those abilities that's like terrifying to look at, but like is actually just a free pass to get a bunch of perfect evades out. Yeah? That's your salvo? Gotcha. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Okay, that sucked, but we can make it work. Also, let's pop an elixir while we're here. Pop a stone skin. Pop a Shango. Ooh. And just like the first behemoth we saw, the king of them killed himself. Woo-wee! But this time, ran right into my trap, and I can cross him off the board. My physical board that smells really sharply, actually, of Sharpie, because it is covered in it now.
No match for you, eh, Toggle?
We have one more, the Masterless Marauder. Let's see about getting that up and running. Okay. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, that was the Masterless Marauder? I mean, I suppose. But that means Wailing Banshee is still our mark. I saw that on complete accident. But now I'm hurt. You know what, though? Wouldn't it be really funny if we went over here and been like, hey, killed one tougher than you? Yeah, so the Wailing Banshee is in Garnick, and that's where we gotta go. I was gonna say that it felt really weird, actually, that the Wailing Banshee was a behemoth. Wonder what the Wailing Banshee could be then. Something with some form of screen scream attribute, I suppose. I was gonna say it's gonna be around here somewhere. Ah, he's a Maluk. Lovely. How you doing, sweetheart?
Harmon's madness lives on.
Tut tut. Tut. You know what? Actually, we DT so that we can. Oh, even better that it's also hitting the. Oh. All right. And then we queue up Shiva's shit next. Tut tut. Da, 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 da. Then we just use this as an opportunity to do set play. Da, da. All right. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, rock cacophony, all you like, baby. We got Zendetskin again. All right. Oh, and you're in the same zone for it. Just beautiful. Woo. Dun, 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 dun. All right, there you go. Tut tut. Whoop. Storm Chaser. Shit, okay. Opa, gee. Got. I just like this at this point because it's absolutely just free damage. There we are. I think we have enough time to finish her off easy. Woo! Hunter hunted. What's that actually for? Clear the hunt board. We actually just outright cleared the hunt board. See, that feels good to do on stream. At least to me.
Rest in peace.
And now, before we do all our actual side questing again, which we still have a lot to do. Well, not as much as I once thought, actually. We only have 2 more brand new ones.
Still alive, are ya?
Aye?
Coin purse weighing you down?
Me, a little bit.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
I believe you, Marm.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
Then let's just...
You got that much.
Because, like, for example, Giga Flare is, like, cool, but I just don't like it that as much as I like other abilities. Alright.
Aye.
Smithy? I need your forge.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Half past twilight. Craft a legendary sword, Gotterdammerung. The fact that it had a fucking... Ah!
That it?
Now here's the question. How's she look for real? Where is it? Howdy, Slapper. Do I not have it equipped? Ragnarok was forged to mark the War of the Gods, and Goltadamarun, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of those self-same deities. Of course I could do that for you. Give you a good ol' oof. Let's just double check. Enhancer's such a good name for a weapon. Yeah, I guess it has no different look than the weapon before it, eh? I would have at least liked it to look a little different. That's slightly disappointing. It is cool to see it completely empty, though. Does Nectar have anything to say about it? Ask about the hunt board. It's precisely what you see before you, Capo. The Cursebreakers note down details of any particularly dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties, Capo. And post the billets here, Capo, so that any stout soul who wishes to do the realm of service might set them out to slaughter an ungodly horror or two, which is where you come in, Capo. As for me, I have the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one of them you cut down, Capo, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing the realm's a safer place. Huh. Goodbye.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactor's lot.
What? Unsigned. Every epic starts with a single word. Every symphony a single note. This is but the beginning. And forever shall your legend be told. Forever shall your legacy be sung.
Here you are.
Careful whisper. Obtain all available items from your patrons.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive.
Alliant reports.
Quick look.
So Lines in the Sand and Duty Undying are the only two we have left that we haven't claimed. Let's claim them. Let's at least claim them.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Can you believe we were going to make him
Who can say what
Wait, I went the wrong way.
Ubor is plotting?
If you ask me.
Actually, hey chat. I'm out of water.
been lying to us for us.
I'll walk up here, but give me like a couple seconds. I think we're due for another 5-minute reprieve, just so that we can all get up, stretch our legs. This is gonna go on for a while, so I know for a fact that, again, we need to pace ourselves. I'm here for the long haul, so see y'all in a couple seconds. Alright, I'm back. Just need 2 seconds to reset the tracking on my model to where I'm, cause when I sit comfy, it always tends to freak out a little. Boom. Eating Ritz with
Here to help me
sriracha
pack.
ketchup. Oh, fuck yeah.
Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact. You're really going to go through with this, then? I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, 2, in fact. If it's within my power to help you, I will. It's
Yeah.
the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The hideaway.
You know what? Of course.
Of course.
Because you know what?
The children would be more than
There's at
welcome.
least going to be 3 other
you,
children
Clive.
there.
will
So
not
those
forget
kids
this.
won't be the only 2 kids
Oh.
left.
Are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Oh,
Bandits
fuck.
are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well,
I
what are you
can't
waiting
remember,
for?
Jess. Was I the person who
Yes,
told you
my lord.
about sriracha ketchup being a thing?
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Show did? Hell yeah.
Understood.
Then Show and I have a
If it
similar
makes everyone
idea.
else.
Adding sriracha or any hot sauce to ketchup makes it like instantly better.
What's an Akashic?
Don't worry about it. Oh shit, right. I was ready to head off right over to meet Havel.
Why do they always have to
Okay.
be such a...
Look.
It's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we?
Yeah?
And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I
God
ask?
damn it.
Lubo, perhaps. The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
It wasn't him who gave
Why
us
would
the
he lie
tip.
about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident
God
where your sympathies
Fucking
lie.
damn it.
Lubor cannot be trusted.
Clive, just
and
talk.
neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that.
Sure.
Now be off with you.
Alright, land on your own sword for all I care.
You're making a mistake.
I've got some Akashic to fend off.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the
Uh-huh.
town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
No, like, Clive should have said Ferda. Clive should have said Ferda, no question. Clive should have just fucking talked. Oh my god, this is... So many innocent people are gonna die because people can't pull their goddamn heads out of their goddamn asses. Bruh.
Lord Ferda,
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools. Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask. I appreciate it.
Sid!
I was gonna say, don't give me a
I've been looking
butt
for you
here.
everywhere.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Boy is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
I wonder if Lubar is actually going to turn Akashic.
You
Oh,
have
God
to believe
damn
me.
it.
The Akashic are coming. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Why would somebody warn you about an incoming attack if they want you to die, dumbass?
Be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
Oh my God.
Run, bearer!
Do I got a fucking Smokin' Six style on these bastards?
Come on, then.
Clive, intervene.
Someone's coming.
Victor, you dumbass.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Yeah, okay. No, these people can die for all I care. Genuine? Yeah? Yeah, finally? Finally you see your dumbass ways? They're just showing a stoning, goddamn right. This game does not pull a single fucking punch, and I do appreciate that.
He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe.
Despite the fact that you all fucking hate him for no good
You
reason.
know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town.
And you wouldn't do one simple thing
Who was it
as
who made
move
that
one
paper
foot in
you
front of the
use
other.
Every day, Conrad. And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Iris, with all due respect, I am surprised you have skipped most of
Making sure
these.
things run smoothly around here. And none of you ever say thank you, ever.
Mm-hmm.
But did Lubor ever complain?
Not for a second.
Well, does he ever stop smiling?
Not for a second.
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
He's not even complaining when you throw fucking rocks at him. Consider how much he actually gives a shit about this town. Approach him and the hand you touch him with is going to be gone.
We've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
This still feels so fucking selfish, their reasoning. They won't even so much as apologize. Like, what the fuck?
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
You leave.
We won't run, but
You
we
should.
will fight.
Motherfucker, you should run.
Right.
Y'all should leave. Leave until everyone that is able to carry a sword has called this as... Oh.
Gather round if you don't want to die.
Lubor is too fucking good for these people. I'm sorry. But he just is.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage, and they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
These creatures of poison are heavily unpredictable. Oh, and the Akashic are bad too. Yeah, no, basically.
And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done. As you
Consider
wish.
me petty.
Natalie, I would ask that you and
But,
your
like,
people have the townsfolk barricade
Lubor
themselves
has
inside
every
the
right
bathhouse.
to tell most of these
And
people to
tell
fuck
the
off
merchants
and
not
excommunicate
to
them from the
waste
city
time
the
securing
instant he's
anything
elected because
beside
he's
the
gonna save the
essentials.
fucking town.
Preserving life is our one and only concern.
Like,
as long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained.
Like, I don't know how we
And
go
if
from
anyone
a
doubts
stoning
that, let it be known that the Briar's
to
Kiss stands ready
I'm
to cover any
sorry.
losses.
No, like, no, it's not
Very
a
well.
mild
I
offense.
shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself.
Can do.
The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I love
doubt
that
it.
specific
I have a
phrasing
feeling
on
these
it.
weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily,
Yeah,
so am I.
got a green thumb.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
Like,
Looks like everyone's ready. Better not keep them waiting.
I don't know, I feel maybe just like a little petty for like,
Good. That will keep
but-
some of them out.
I don't know. And these people be like, we won't run, but we will fight. And it's like, some of you should run, actually. Anyone who isn't fucking trained to fight should not be here. We cannot just body wall this problem. Like, this is a group of people that is extremely likely to get themselves killed through friendly fire, essentially. I see how thick they're lining up, too. Like...
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside?
Alright, let's just use you as a way to get through. Alright. Again, it's slightly faster to just chain stomp them.
We can't
All
leave
right.
a single one alive.
There we go. There we go. Clean, baby, clean. But yeah, I do also appreciate that, like, this game is unwilling to pull a single goddamn punch when portraying, like, how fucked up this thing can be. Oh my god, it's the reverse Bioshock Infinite. It's a third-person, melee-focused combat game that actually handles themes of racism and bigotry with grace. Doesn't even remotely try to both sides shit. Like, FF16 just outright goes, you have nothing to lose but your chains. And you know what? Fucking bravo. Hey. There's just something about Akashic, gentlemen. Like as if you were an older man trying to, like, put respect on the name. Whoop. And doot. Tut. Tut tut. God, Shiva's abilities are so cool looking too. Yeah, new sword goes hard.
Disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
Ooh.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
What's the casualty report
perhaps.
like?
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Meowdy howdy.
Clive! What news from Charatina? It's done. Root and branch. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Mm-hmm, of course.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive.
Yeah,
Victory is ours.
We bloody did it.
That we did.
We saved Dalimil.
Now let's not eat the city from the inside.
Allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
That's not enough, man.
But we did.
That's not enough,
and
man.
for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need
I am
you,
glad
Lubor.
that Lubor is a
Dalimil
good man.
needs you.
Because maybe
So,
he's not petty,
if
I
you would
am.
still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be.
I don't know how I feel about this, because it's like, yeah, I'm sorry we hate crimed you like 3 hours ago. You want to be an elected official?
I see.
It's weird.
But I will
It's
only
odd.
accept
It's
your
off.
proposal on 2 conditions.
That you never stone that you never stone me again.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start.
Mm-hmm, that's fair enough.
Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers
Good.
must
Okay,
end here in Dalimil.
exactly.
Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as
Exactly what
any
I would
other
say if I was
citizen.
being like 1000%
They will not be
serious.
judged
It's like,
by what they
like,
are, but who they are.
As we failed to do.
Mhm.
Came so close to losing everything.
at least you learned, I
agree to your
guess.
conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Of course he would.
Condition accepted. Well then, It seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
There's just something about, hey yo, what about the hat? Does the mayor get drip?
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalamil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Maybe the Akashic being a problem isn't as bad as it could have been.
Lubo, about the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make
yeah,
sure they're
thanks,
safe
man.
here.
Much appreciated.
And not just the children, but everyone in Dalamel.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
I mean, like, I'm, like, well written, but, like, either Lubor is too forgiving, or I'm not forgiving enough. Because, oh boy. Oh boy. The Briar's Kiss signboard. The emblem of the Briar's Kiss, pride of Dalamil. The forge is almost as popular traveling merchants as the trading post's famous healing baths, where the weary can soak their saddle sores on the way to Drake's Fang. Alright. Yeah, I should just go to the Buckloud Obelisk, head south, do whatever quest needs doing down here. But also, maybe get some shit. Maybe see if I need any restocking. No!
You're welcome anytime. Do you see that too?
What is it? Please.
Huh?
Just make it stop.
Wait, what's... what?
Nothing good's gonna come of this, I'm telling
Oh, right.
Just looking at it
Yeah,
from
we
that
should
side.
probably... We should probably take care of that eventually, huh?
Good girl.
Which quest are we actually doing now that I think about it? I don't remember. But hey, a more unified Dalamil is still like a good thing all in all. It just sucks. It kind of blows, you know? To see that it's like, this is what it took? Really?
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Could be.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Oh, this guy is Havel.
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Maybe you
Field
do.
Marshal. Oblige him. This won't take long.
So what's the problem, gents?
It won't. Men,
Of course.
finish him.
Oh yeah. There we are. Oh Jesus. There's something about the fuck this guy in particular energy from that cast. Dun, 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 dun. And now the borders are open.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
That might have been one of the quickest battles I've ever had, too. I actually think some of those poses are also asset reused from 14 for the corpses.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Well, shit.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore.
But you never imagined it would be this bad,
The corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am. Or the urgency
Damn
of the
right.
message I bring.
Damn right.
My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I actually don't remember.
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw.
Just because I'm breaking the
never
law
hear the end of
don't
this.
mean I gotta be a bad
All right.
person.
I'll start by ordering my
I
most
can't
trusted
shake that he
guards to bring
actually
the
looks like
Galmectian
someone
fringes
from
under
14.
control.
But I don't
Next, I'll make
remember
contact
who.
with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Like, I swear there was a guy who looked just like this in 14.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt
I
that
actually
I can bully some
wouldn't,
sense into a few generals.
but
those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to
I actually
honeyed
wouldn't
words,
doubt offhand that,
you will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
like, when 14
so?
gets the,
And would he happen to be an
update when
outlaw too?
Entrail comes out.
Of a different kind,
Or Dawn
perhaps.
Trail comes out.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to
I
find a
wouldn't
little
doubt
of the
if some
outlaw
of these
ourselves
look
if
the
we
way
make
they
it
do,
through this.
because it's an experiment
Very
to
well.
see how some of these look.
Send your man to me
It
right
just
away.
saved your... Yeah.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis,
Rutherford?
your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
And that means if we have to go all the way to Port Isolde, we should actually go and do the other quest that's in this vague area.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience.
I mean, like, there's a handful
Someone
of
like
people.
Quentin.
Yeah,
I hope I can
yeah.
convince him at least.
Because he'll be in the area anyways. Yeah, let's go back to this obelisk. See whatever the hell the quest needs doing here is. Wait, no. The quest isn't in there. Or is it?
Scraps you were after.
Let me see. Speak with Cyril? Is Cyril the man here?
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous. Cyril, you found a letter from Father? Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Aye. I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's Breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all of Rosaria striving as one might we last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you. Your father...
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also
the boss's will is wide
for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the Blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival. He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals, to see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime. But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message.
Aye, true.
Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one
Sorry,
at least
I had to
remains.
double check on the
She has come
horror
bearing
kitty.
Gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least. And where is this woman? She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace. Thank you, Cyril.
Alright, we'll have to talk to her then.
Shall we then?
Also, I heard something about you maybe having something for us? Oh my god, it's gonna be one of these quests where I actually have to go back in, aren't I? Yup. Actually, hey, I heard you need something.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
I do.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation.
You tell.
He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet,
we'll say dangerous predicament.
Only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
Alright. Can do.
But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name.
I thought you said Nickelback. I was not listening for a second.
Aught ill befell him.
I thought motherfucker was like, the cult is called.
Right.
21 pilots.
I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
Give me a second. Two seconds. Boop. All right. Now we can start moving.
Really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then.
We should
Let's
act.
concentrate on finding the Third Chair first, shall we?
Okay, so 2 is going to be speak with Archduke Elwin's aide. What you need?
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields.
I was wondering if this game would ever mention, like, straight-up
Archduke Elwin
retainers.
entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
Of course.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both.
Well, that's
Alas,
sweet.
He did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in
Look,
progress.
you gave us
but with his
what
grace
you
long
could
since
give.
gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Like,
Do
of
you know where we
course.
might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it.
Well, we're
It
gonna
is
have to
found
look
in the
for it.
bellies of elder griffins,
Ah.
you see. We do at least know
Everything
where
we
to
hear about
find
Pa
them.
Rosfield makes him sound like a
certain specimen
stone
has made its nest in
badass.
Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen.
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else? Titan's Wake is to the south of here.
Mm-hmm.
But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Oh, of course.
How are those new boots treating you?
Careful how you pack that
Ooh.
leather. Any creases or scratches.
God, it's just... This game's just kind of nice to vibe to, I ain't gonna lie. No word of a lie, it's just relaxing as hell. I guess I'll move my microphone more this way. Sorry, I'm getting into like cozy mode almost. I was gonna say, are we even going the right way? I was gonna say, I know the road forks here, and I know it doesn't loop back around. Ooh, actually, hey, before we get into a big fight, maybe give us our, maybe I should give myself a regular ass, yeah. You know what? I should just put points into things I don't have yet. See that everything I can do is at least unlocked? Yeah, because at least learn everything. Don't gotta use everything, but, you know. We're gonna be getting plenty of XP as the game goes on anyways, so like, you know? Really? Alright. Your funeral. Tut. 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 All right. I think I can manage to whoop. Still going, still going. I said I'd do it until credits roll. We go until credits roll. At this point, I'm just vibing. I'm just cool. Cool as a cucumber. And it's just nice, you know? Oh, hang on. Yeah, we are going the right way.
Eyes peeled,
I
Joshua.
vaguely remember there having been a caravan-like cart here. There we go. Damn it. Ooh, shit. No, I'm not. You barely slept. Pretty sure you were awake the whole time. Today's gonna be fun. Fuck, I'm sorry. Woo! There we go. We actually should have used Zantetsuken first, but it's fine. What we can do... Pop a Lionheart tonic. Tut tut. There you go. And oh, that was a good chunk of health. There we go. Kingslayer's a good name for what you have. Come on. Yeah. Oh, we hit you even once. That'll fucking do, bud. That'll fucking do. Lionheart tonic. Woo! Death isn't gonna be the end of you. It's being up the whole day, not falling asleep. Yeah. Sometimes a day is just fucked. I think I've made my peace with that. It's like sometimes a day is just not good. Heartstone. Griffins suffer something akin to the crystal's curse, their flesh slowly turning into stone over a lifetime of channeling aether. Unlike bears, however, the effect is far more gradual and limited to a sac around their hearts, slower progress of petrification resulting in the formation of a gemstone of rare beauty. Give me 2 seconds. Fucking neck is killing me today.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Alright.
That's better.
Yeah. And now that we've done that, we can just fast travel right back. Wait. No, wrong small town. Rest of responsibilities and your sleep schedule are not compatible at all? Yeah. You and me both. At this point, At this point, because this is what I do, for a living and for fun, is I just make sure I can wake up before stream.
Thank the Founder you were safe.
And if I
Griffin
don't,
is slain
to
now.
apologize profusely.
Heartstone claimed.
Alright.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord.
Of course. Of course.
Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly.
I feel like your sleep
If you would excuse
schedule
me,
shifted
I shall have
rapidly.
the stone
Mine?
cut and set forthwith.
Hang on.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all.
Of course.
Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet.
I feel like not too long ago you started waking up around the same time as you. Yeah, something got in the way.
And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only
Give me
then
2 seconds.
might
I have
those
to
enemies be overcome.
affix the sticky note to my monitor.
His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
It's fucking so. Of course it is. It's winter. You, at this point, you can't be surprised.
Like, I don't quite understand. The Undying.
My man, it is winter. You cannot be panicking every time it's snowing.
Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault.
Mm.
Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you. and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete.
Do you not realize that we don't have any proper winter in the last few years?
Yeah. The Heartstone on its
okay, but like it's
and so my
good
continued
that it's snowing this time of year. That's how it's meant to be.
He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
Of course, ma'am. Of course. The Founder's Grasp. Is it any better than what I currently have? Ooh, let's actually see if Torgal's better. Yeah, Torgal's close. Torgal's close to Blood of Fenrir, Millennial Decay, Ecliptic Howl, Howling Moon, Smite of Rage, and Banish. Okay, it's not a thing yet.
The bands suit you
So
well.
you're surprised because it's good. Okay, because it sounds like you're like not happy that it's snowing.
Inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff?
Yeah.
Let him see that you have received his blessing.
Hey, no problem.
And that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay father a visit?
I think
Absolutely.
we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it. For it too is a part of your inheritance. And I do not doubt that your father
that
will
will
prefer
be.
it in your hands.
I don't think that'll be necessary, actually.
Lonely Rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
You may be a very angry individual, but you are glad for Mother Nature behaving as she should. Yeah, no, it's like, I don't want to offend. It was hard to differentiate between an excited ah and an angry ah. I mean, I guess one is an ugh and not an ah, but you know. All right, visit Archduke Elwin's Memorial. Hawk's Cry Cliff. Drink the water. How you doing?
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Aye.
Save the world?
Yeah, Jess?
Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain.
God damn it.
All we know now. Mother was truly capable of. Perhaps these battles would have made all the difference.
Hi. Amp up. 5 sounds so broody all the time. Oh, like, no, straight up, we've been talking about how, as the plot goes on, like, Clive is how you should write Batman. The more you play the game, you realize he's the perfect Batman. Like, there has not been one as good in decades, throwing things like a show of affection for you. Just think of it like me giving you a hug, I suppose. Also, he has a dead parent. So, like, you know.
Father always
That is a
fought for what he
sick-ass
believed
helm,
was
though.
right.
I ain't gonna lie.
It
And she's
wasn't
showing
until that
affection.
night
You just
that
throw things
Phoenix
at her to be
gave that I
annoying,
realized
and it works.
I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the
This is a
fighting
joke,
for
for the record. This is a bit.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
I am genuinely surprised, for the record, that a lot of this is side
He would have
questing.
done
Like,
himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may.
you're still idle questing,
might
or
watch
still
over
side
us.
questing? Yeah.
As we follow in your
To be fair, I
footsteps.
actually did quite a bit of main quests, but I know for a fact that the next main quest part is going to be like, I cannot go back. The instant I step foot at Origin, I'm not coming back. I genuinely think the game will not let me. Oh my god. Yeah. That's strong as fuck. That's strong as fuck. That's the best. The best.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
I also do appreciate that, like, Clive's
To the
voice
end.
actor, that I do not recall his name
And to a new
offhand.
beginning.
But like hey, that's a shitload of XP. Rusted Battle Helm. Archduke Elwin's helm, worn during his victorious campaign to quell the Northern Uprising. War is coming, my boy. We must make ready. Archduke Elwin. Fuck, where was I? Oh, joining hands with Joshua. He's joined Clive's party and will remain there with him upon departing to Origin. That's good. I like to hear that. What I was gonna say though is Clive's voice actor, do not remember the name for the life of me.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav
He
needs.
outright went like part of why Clive sounds so genuinely broody all the time, but like to me it doesn't feel off, it just feels like that is his
Can I
mood.
help you with summit? You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Well, thank you.
Was a silver chocobo seed
He
there?
used his performance as a
If you believe the
as a
ravings of a
grieving
man.
method
It wouldn't be the first time.
to cope with the passing of his father, which I think is actually very appropriate. Ben Starr, thank you. Yeah, I could not remember his name for the life of me, but I knew it was something like very easy to remember.
Then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here.
Mm-hmm.
There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Yeah, Ben Starr was like, yeah, no, my dad passed, and I've not really been able to, like, process it fully. And Clive's story like, I think it was where the meme Clive's journey is much like my own came from. To where he was like, I don't know. I think it's neat when that's like a bit of voice acting trivia.
Much obliged.
And like, as someone who also does voice work,
Just 'cause the heavens have gone to wreck the road,
How do,
when
traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone.
I have absolutely
Or
had to do a
perhaps a bawdy
performance that
etching
helped
of
me
ice
get through some shit.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
I needs to invite a friend to resub to 14 for a silver feather. Actually do need to get that re-invite. And Kira is not currently in chat, so I can't poke them. One of the problems we bumped into is apparently you can't do it unless you're at their given data center, which is like, what the fuck, you know? I actually think you get golden chocobo feathers for inviting.
Let's go.
And that for receiving the invite, you get the silvers. At least that's what I remember, because I was actually kind of curious what you get both?
All right.
Oh, I thought you got the golds for inviting, silvers for being invited and joining back up. It's either that or I need the 15 bucks to resub, but at this moment, 15 bucks would go better places.
Tracks.
Even if it was for like,
Left by bandits for a change.
even if it was for the show. Both are for, both for invite and silver for being invited. Okay. I love how this quest is like, yeah, silver chocobo, and it's like, game? Have you not? I mean, I guess ambrosia is technically optional. But it's one of those games.
More tracks. And these look fresh.
It's one of those games.
chocobo
Where,
was
like,
here.
I find
recently.
the side quests to be important
Perhaps
to
it still
do.
is. I don't hear anything.
Retrieve a feather. Steel's heavier than feathers.
Well, I'll be damned.
But steel? Steel's heavier than feathers. Quang? Oh. God, look at those fucking legs. Christ. Quack. Wait, are you Ambrosia's kids?
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend.
Why was that so nerve-wracking?
Thank you. Let's get this back to Gareth before they change their minds.
That was like legitimately intimidating for a second. I'm like, Yeah, let's speak to Quentin. Wait, fuck you mean that there is more side quests? Let's speak with Quentin. Discord update, it's real with ugly icons everywhere. Do I have a Discord update? No. Not yet. I hate the new update though, where on mobile, where the server browser, if you're using OLED mode, is like a lighter shade of gray, and it's like noticeable. And the first time I noticed it, like, right, I look at it and I'm like, okay, am I high? Yes, I'm very high. I am so high I could pass out at any moment. But, you know, I look at it, stone sober, just woken up, still like that. And all I can think is, okay, that's off, that's weird. And then I gotta check again. Stone sober, contacts in, been up for a couple hours, not groggy.
Quentin,
it's still a lighter shade of gray.
I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
Like, okay.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
For the record, I have put what I
Was there
mean
anything else?
in stream
Perhaps I can fetch
context.
you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear
Same
that.
thing? Yeah, it looks awful. Remember when AMOLED was not broken?
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best.
Yeah.
If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
Got me there.
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
You've heard correctly, sir.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Head to the hideaway. And then there's Mickelberg, which is this way. Yeah. From Isla, and then just go east, and then follow the trail until it forks. Gotcha. There we go. Oh. Yeah, you know what I also, like, kind of hate about the Discord OLED mode is, like, you have to basically do a developer mode trick of, like, popping into a secret menu to unlock it, and it's like, it's not a game, it's an accessibility feature.
Might this be Mickelberg?
Maybe. He did say this would be important, but later.
These people aren't turned. The village seems safe enough at least.
I hate it because I use it and it's great, exactly, same. But the way to get it was bullshit. Yeah, the fact that I had to like tap on the same command like what, 5-10 times?
Did you too heed the call?
No.
The call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone.
Because, like, to me, dark mode's an accessibility feature. Your phone has an OLED screen. Discord, make use of it. Yup.
Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite.
The
Just
right.
as King Barnabas instructed.
Fuck, nope, can't allow that one. Can't allow that to happen.
Is that altar.
Cannot allow that to happen even for a second.
Cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Can't allow that to happen.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
I know how this game does this. You
Let
can't.
us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal
I also found out not too
realm.
long ago that your phone takes photos in HDR automatically.
I want to be saved.
I wish my phone had a better camera.
Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm? Yes. He is staying at my house. Toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
I was expecting to be stopped.
Barnabas did.
Like, I almost expected to get body blocked.
Still lives. Let's go and find him.
Yeah, you gotta mash the dark mode to get it. Yeah, and it's like that bothers me, something fierce, because it's like, dark mode is easier on my fucking eyes since my screen also does HDR. Imagine how surprised you were to find that you realized one of the photos you recently just popped in brightness. Neat. Here's how to be fun. Where the hell? Is there anything that isn't him? Is there like a chest over here? Nope. Weird performance drop in that area, by the way. Read? Chronicles of Murkvar, being a collection of tales, is recounted by His Most Exalted Majesty Lord Bjornhard of the Valdermark. As you are no doubt aware, Lord Bernhard was once the Lord Bernhard. There was once a race of men who commanded the most forbidden of forbidden magics. Did you ever hear tell of the Executors? Those who changed with driving out those heretics. The order had its origins in the Crystalline Dominion, by whose rulers decreed tasked to be with the protection of mankind and sent forth to extinguish the forbidden magic wherever rumors of its use might arise. Having in due course succeeded in their mission and driven the utters of the unutterable from the land, these secretive souls withdrew from the stage of history, never to be heard from again. Here be dragons. Select the mode Wake Up uses to run. Legacy, needs Winamp, or non-legacy, independent. Okay. Hey, you good, dude? Here's not how to be fun, just Discord. That's fair.
Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not?
I have. Are you not at all concerned for your own safety?
Themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their
Do I have to show them Odin's blade? Do I have to, like, actually show it to them?
Respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him.
That is odd.
Serve him with all of their beings.
That is odd.
I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different.
Mm-hmm.
It is more. And so I would see it through to
if I had to mash something into our switch modes and wake up, you'd be pissed? Well, yeah.
That they might achieve their dream.
Indie stuff for the win. Hey, remember when Discord was
do their
small?
duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills
I
and
remember
become
too.
I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
Hmm?
Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
There's gotta be some fucked shit over here. Come on. Show me the horror. Let me peep it. Oh! Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
Beneath the flood. Oh no.
Sudden one, too. Like, happened in the last 5 minutes? Dun 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 dun.
Ready.
Damn it. Come on. Tut. Bump. Come here. Kick, kick, kick. There we go. There we fuck. There we go. Whew. These motherfuckers gotta leave. These motherfuckers gotta go home.
What now?
Son of a bitch. Okay. Torgal, you're with me, right? Huh? Oh, fuck. I also realized that you're something of an in-dev too. Yeah.
We meet again.
Up and tut. Come on. Deadly takedown. There we go. Ow, I could have just... Oh well. Da, 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 ba, da, da, da. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. There we are. That'll do. Tut, tut. And... Yeah. Spraying windows is a burn, but you also have to because people, some of your friends, want to use it. Yeah. There we go. And hit with Deadly Embrace. Tut, tut. 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 There we are. Bup. Bup. Tut. Yeah. Please don't actually kill him, because I know how I want to take him out. Oh yeah, he's dead. He's fucked. Damn. Whoops. Fallen Iron. Despite thousands of years having passed since its forging, not a single blemish, scratch, nor patch of rust can be found upon this metal's surface. As to how that's possible, none can say. The answer will likely remain lost forever. Hmm? Oh, son of a bitch.
Damn it.
You can just stinger it, but... Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Go. Leave. Run. Just run.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation.
Fuck, that was a better lightsaber stab than what Disney
By
commands.
devoting themselves
I
to the
guess.
service of their
I suppose.
Just as I did. When the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty.
I don't know, like, I'm being hit with, like...
everything to me.
It kind of came out of nowhere?
Deny them that fulfillment.
At the same time, yeah...
Even if they must become Akashic.
Yeah...
To achieve it.
This group is a little culty. I might have judged them not harsh enough earlier.
I did not mean to
like,
trouble
simultaneously it came out of nowhere. At the same time, yeah...
My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
I suppose?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are
Says every opportunity to let limbs fly, and they don't. Yeah. Fuck. Ow. Shit. Well, now I have cleanup to do, it looks like. Because, like, they are way far gone. Why? Clive, why are you just letting them walk? They're just gonna suffer. Clive. Oh, well, at least they fast traveled me right to where I needed them to, or where I needed to go.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
Mm-hmm. I do appreciate when this game is actually like, no, we're just gonna throw you exactly where you need to go. It's just a nice little thing, you know?
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
The Mikkelberg Report. Third Chair's report on the teachings of the Ashen Savior cult. Its outer edges stained with the same men's lifeblood.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg.
I do appreciate that Clive buried him,
I couldn't
though.
save him.
Like,
If
he didn't
you
have
could
to.
not save him, no one could.
There was...
The villagers.
Clive's just a good guy.
Believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came. And their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end.
I'm sorry, there...
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than
hang
the
on.
right to choose
Hang
how
on. I don't know why there's yelling right now. But I can at least close my door while it happens. Oh. Fuck me! Ow, shit! Oh, don't just sit on a chair. Oh, never just sit. Ooh. Fuck. Never just sit on a chair that's been brought all the way down. That's what I'm trying to say. Fuck me.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
Bring it all the way up? No. That's actually a bad idea. You don't want to do that long term.
To die for one's cause.
You can if you need to, but it is not optimal, and I have seen what happens to someone when they bring it all the way up.
Judge one's decision to be.
It is unsafe, long
Only
term.
that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe.
But, like, so when the chair is all the way down, it has no springiness to it.
But willing servants.
So, like, I just... Chat, I'll be real with you. I sat on my actual balls.
The ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house.
Like...
It's only right that I remember them.
Just like your wife does. I rarely ever do that, and it fucking hurts.
I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once.
That it fucking hurts.
My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success.
That's good to hear.
Were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
See? Quest was worth doing, though. Layhearth signboard. The emblem of the Undying's headquarters in Tabor. The village is home to the finest leatherworkers and lapidaries in Dalmacia, who are little aware that their affordable new neighbors are members of a secret society sworn to serve the Phoenix. Also, just because Sakura put it up there, I would also like to point out the links command in chat. That is my everything that is at least semi-updated. And they open up my mind. Collect 6 signboards. Hey! Let's also check my journal just in case. Okay. Whoop. 2 quests at the hideaway to finish, and then 1 to start. Shouldn't be too bad. Honestly, I was getting a bit sluggish. I was getting a little... I was getting a little zombie mode.
The Field Marshal has
If
agreed
you
to your
need
plan.
a quick boost of energy, yeah, sit on your own balls, I guess.
I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quentin would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy.
I'm
the 7
full
high
of
houses
grain.
will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion. But luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy.
Uh-huh.
Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon.
Well, I'll
And
be
when the other houses
damned.
saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Yeah, sure, if I can.
Of course, Uncle.
I've got realm-wide worries to attend to, but sure. Or are they just gonna teleport me there? Oh, they're just gonna teleport me there. Alright, I didn't expect to get to sit in on this.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach.
Yes?
Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But
That's
I'm sure that you wish to
genius.
continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us?
Wow.
Friends?
Quentin is just...
Clive,
What a
I'm beginning
way
to
with
question
the
the quality of
words.
the company you keep.
What a way with
What
words,
kind of company
Quentin.
are you expecting him to keep the
Man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you?
I mean, I am
You are not fit to breathe the same air as
legalese
this
a criminal.
Fine. Upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we
Sometimes you
begin
just
again?
gotta scream
What
at
we seek
someone,
here is
though.
not to create a
Like,
new
so I get
nation,
it.
nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind
Mhm.
might weather the
Okay.
current storm.
Yep.
And to do that, we must convince
They're both
those
worn
in
out.
power,
We can get the
generals,
actual work
the
done.
statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
No. Byron's correct.
Let's move on to
You're
the
too humble.
signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Wonder how good Byron's actual handwriting is.
My boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
God,
this is
look
the
at
role
that
you were born
water.
for.
Look at that fucking water, chat.
I ask only that you trust in the
And the
talents of your
reflection in
supporting
it.
Cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord.
That's some realistic water. It's good as fuck.
I will.
No, the noises I made upon seeing like a whole ocean split in two in one of the set pieces was like, whoa. The Tri-Unity Accord. Signed by representatives from Rosaria, Dalmacia, and Sombrec, this mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. For a great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony. Byron Rosfield. And now we just give the chocobo feather to Gav. Here's hoping with the time that we took to get it to him that the baby ain't been born yet, eh?
It was no trouble. Clive, you're back.
That I am.
How'd you get on? Any luck?
More than you can imagine, my man. To the people of the north, silver chocobos are symbols of good fortune. The mere sight of one potentially meaning the difference between a failed harvest and a bumper crop, according to Gav at least.
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? How
Mm-hmm.
in the hell did you find it?
In a nest, honestly. I do want to see what the thing he made for her looks like when it's done, though.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me.
Well, I'd like to learn a thing or two,
In
huh?
fact, I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with.
Oh, hey, Ember.
What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
Oh, you're fucking with me.
Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
Let's fucking
So all
go,
those long
kid.
nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
See, Gav's learning. Oh, it's beautiful.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
Oh my god.
You can
I
give
was
it to
gonna say,
yourself.
why not join them?
Come on.
Come on now. Might be the last time you ever see the lady. And if the baby's already been born, you know. Whoop. Nope, baby ain't been born yet. That's fine.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Quite the opposite.
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
He's so sweet.
I don't know what to say.
I hope like a post-credit scene is like, and then they got together.
Everything.
If there's
It's like,
anything you need,
goddamn.
just let us know.
I will.
Goddamn.
Clive, fancy a swift off?
Huh?
I'm thirsty.
Oh.
I could be convinced.
It is interesting to see that Clive, like, I know I've said it before, but like Clive has been like socially drinking more and more and more. And like, I remember when he was younger, he never had like a taste for ale.
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
Hmm?
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day, my mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon.
This is also a really good, like,
was looking
fake drunk
forward to having a little one
performance.
to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother.
Didn't end well.
Imperials came the day she went into labour.
Fuck.
Myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was.
God, that's... I'm sorry,
What brother I
Gav.
turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls.
No. There's a but here, man.
I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Toggle.
Do you not realize how important you've been this whole time? Come on, man.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Oh.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
Yeah.
That would be me.
Uh-huh.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Wow! I love these Chuckle Fox. They're great. Hey chat, genuine question. Does anyone remember which Final Fantasy introduced the hunt board?
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty.
Mine's certainly dehydrated.
Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off.
I want to say 12.
Clive?
I also want to say 12. I'm pretty sure it was 12.
Thanks.
Or was it 11? Did 11 have a hunt board?
I know.
Yes. No. Oh. You know nothing about 11? I don't either. Well, I know a little bit about 11. I know more than someone who's never played it, but not enough for someone who's stuck with it. A potent potable made from honey collected in the Northern Territory short summers and fermented slowly over the next 6 moons, said to warm the belly on the North's cold winter nights. I said I was thirsty. Yeah, I want to say it was 12, meaning that hunt boards are actually kind of recent to the series, now that I think about it. Alright. According to Google, it's 12? Huh. Man, I love 12.
Clive.
12's one of my favorite ones. And like, keep in mind, like we've been talking this entire time in the LP, like, hey, which one is my favorite? Which one's in my top 5, top 3, whatever. I missed 13. A lot of people do. Okay, I was gonna say, please. Treasure hunt? What? You didn't think I was just saying stuff about hiding my engine, did ya? Wouldn't you know, I already found a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're gonna go out on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long and someone more clever might beat your puzzle. Someone more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in this case, I could bury one of my lesser inventions. God knows I've countless. Whole again. Clive. It occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, that those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I'm whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill the gaps in your knowledge, and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt, Vivian. Before we depart, Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for reuniting me with Master Hippocrates, and that I might embark upon this most important of journeys, my heart free of regret, though in these past few moons I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. We must swiftly see the Menace's Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from an eternity of recompense. Dion. Safe returns. Thank you, Clive, forever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I feel ashamed that far too many years I allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as letting a friend know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pall from my heart. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set the page to that quill that I gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time with the Holy Prince, myself included, Hippocrates II. A new day. I'm not so foolish to believe that a single shaming of the hands of the town urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart, just as a pot cannot be made clean by reminding it of its grime. It takes effort, persistence, and more often than not, a stiff brush and a bucket of lye. But other than that, it takes time. Fortunately, your courage and leadership has granted us that. We must now decide whether to embrace it or to waste it. A wise man once said that the night is always darkest before the dawn. It is a good thing, then. I count one who burns so bright amongst my friends. Lubor. My beloved sons. I've already read that. The Wages of Fate. Do you remember what you said to me that night at Phoenix Gate? Though the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield, now let me choose to be yours. Was this not what our father wanted, what Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Joshua. Those are Latin characters made to look like Arabic? I think it's just a difference of font. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart. And we would be poor friends indeed, if we not seek to lighten the burden. Even but only a fraction, before we depart for the skies, I should speak on this more in private. Joshua.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this song is relaxing me too much. Really? Found in a treasure coffer. But we only have one. Do I dare look up where it is? No risk, no reward. The shoulders of giants. Betrayal into the mire. A rose is a rose. Before the storm. Now I like lovely, dark, and deep. It just reminds me of my time in Eorzea. A time that I honestly, I look back upon 14 and just deeply think about it.
I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
Of course.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left.
Well, that's fair.
What would you do without me, Clive?
Clive is like, blood? Blood? And Joshua is like, oh, the flowers, you idiot. I have any water? I'm running low. Ow.
This is the place, but... I'm sorry, Clive.
It happens. Time passes, places change.
There's no weapons spared. What do we do now? We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow. Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of.
Hi, Yuffie.
Knew of.
Hi, honey.
And why not ask someone who might know of another?
Hi, hi.
Someone in the backyard.
Hi, Yuffie.
To the hideaway, then.
I pick you up. I pick you up. I do. Oh, she loves being picked up like this. Yuffie, weirdly enough, loves being baby held. I don't know what it is. Other cats her size really don't, but she loves it. She is such a sweetie, but I live to annoy her.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows what.
You know,
Find snow daisies.
as any parent should. Lightly annoy your child. Not enough to actually piss your kid off, but just enough to make him go, oh, come on, Ma.
Say what you will. Lady Karen's...
I don't know, I think it's cute. He's also just fucking adorable. This big poofy calico. Love calico so much.
Oh.
That's why I would have either way. But
I need
when
your advice.
when
Joshua
Lily
and I
first
looking for a
showed me
place where snow
Sassy,
daisies grow.
I'm like, oh, another
Preferably in
calico.
abundance.
Snow daisies.
Love cats. Calicos are my
Then you'll
favorite.
want somewhere not too hot and not too cold, and where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation.
Oh,
the
she's
blight hasn't
drinking
claimed it
water. I gave her like an office cooler type water bowl, water bowl, and she really likes it. I also
The
really
gardener
like
here
it
mentioned
because
the
it
Royal
means I
Meadows
can be
in South
lazy
Rack.
for like a week or two.
The fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case...
'Cause it's like a
then
gallon
Yurte
of
was
water.
Right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilafeist Bay. Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
I was gonna say, where actually is that? Oh, it's all the way over here. Okay. Yeah, calicos are my favorite. So, like, I would have been excited to see Lily's cat at all, but then she showed me Sassy, and I'm like, oh, short-haired calico! I love Yuffie. She's a little cantankerous, though. Little Harlan Ellison cat. Loves me dearly, though. She is a baby. Well, she's not a baby. She's like, what, 6 years old?
Those things
I
didn't
don't
fight
know.
like men.
Your first cat was named Sassy? That's the name of Lily's cat. Or from when you were 3 to 18. I keep forgetting how long cats can live, too. So it's like, well, Yuffie's getting up there in age. Like, she's really well taken care of. She hasn't really... She only has one health problem that make me,
Yurte
like...
mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
How'd I put... Like, Yuffie only has, like, one health problem for me that I'm a little worried about, but it's temporary, and it's new, and I'm just keeping an eye on it if it gets any worse. She's just been throwing up a lot more recently. But, like, she hasn't been sluggish or nothing. Oh, hang on. Let me plug it in. It's a very good thing we keep the USB cord right here. Yeah, she's been throwing up a little more. I'm a little worried, but not too worried, if that makes sense. Because, like, we're at a problem. Like, she gonna be hopping off. Gotta be ready to go right where you need to go. Take care, stay safe. Hope to see you around later, maybe. Maybe you'll check in on your break. Yeah. You know, I was gonna say, maybe it's actually down here. Yeah, Yuffie's a mean old girl if you're a cat. But, like, she loves me so much.
I do.
Tut, tut. Tut, tut. Ooh.
What do you see, boy?
Hang on.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Fuck.
Only one way to find out.
All right, let's just tut tut tut. There we go. All right, perfect. All right, there we are. Gotcha. Come here. Snuff that pupper for a shine, Spark, baby. I should have just told Torgal to do it.
That was harder than I expected.
Well, to be fair, you don't expect a fucking minotaur in a flower fields very often.
But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you.
Why don't you swing by?
You and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
We wouldn't. We wouldn't. Wait, wrong way. Turn to the hideaway, speak with Jill. That I can do. Let's also read our, not our last note, but like one of our last notes. A reading table. Note of thanks, my Lord Marquis. I write you to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service to the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go without regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rosfield such as yourself shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. May the Phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. Cyril, bearer of the burning quill. A hideaway welcome. Etta seems fond of the silver bowl we gave her. So much she's been taking and setting it atop her belly as she rests. She tells it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she has too. Looks like we got another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach the newest little curse maker everything I know. Well, I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Gav. And the Triunity. Bringing together 3 men from differing backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together as we did for a better Valisthea. The Triunity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all. One that will most certainly end in hardship. Yet, what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You've paved the road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Your loving uncle. Alright, so if you are watching the VOD, I am gonna cut it here. If you are watching the stream, I am going to use the bathroom for a second and also investigate honestly what that smell is coming from outside of my door. I don't think it's anything bad, but I should check it out just for security's sake. So, we'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. Get some food. It might be food.